Welcome to another video on Planet Zoo 2, and this is Zoopedia week releases week 8, week 9. I have honestly lost the count. But more important thing is what new animals were released or added to the Zoopedia page this week. And of course, the showstopper of them all is the Shoebill. I was not expecting this. I was expecting the Shoebill to come as a DLC, but here it is. They also have an animal spotlight trailer on YouTube. I will go to that later. But this is so surprising, a wonderful addition to the Planet Zoo 2 game. And along with that, we are getting the Eurasian Lynx. It's a returning animal. The Great Hornbill, of course, it was teased or shown in the previous week's trailer. Feature focus, and here it is. There's another butterfly that we have, spotted hyena, a little too brown maybe. Maybe by the game time the game releases it will be corrected. Then we have the western diamondback rattlesnake, and unlike that boa constrictor that we had earlier on, this snake seemed to be a new model. Or is it? It's still a low poly model. I don't know. It's the screenshot angle, or it is actually a new model. This portion and all, the tail portion, the eyes, they look pretty clean and neat and high res to me. But there are certain things in this model that still tells me this might be an old model. But whatever, this exhibits thing are the thing that I'm most worried and about, and also very curious to know more about exhibits, because if exhibits are going to work exactly the same way as they did in the previous game, then I don't know. I mean, you're doing so many things with aviaries and amazing birds, and then you have fishes, yellow tang. It's been released this week. It was shown in the very first trailer. It was added to the Zoopedia page this week. It's a shoeling fish. It's not an hero animal. So yeah, hero animals will have single diagrams or illustrations, and shoeling fishes will have illustrations like this. And then we have the final animal added to this Zoopedia this week is the white-tailed sea eagle, which we saw in a trailer before. We had seen this bird fly and into the wild. So that is it for the Zoopedia releases this week, and of course the showstopper being the Shoebill. Why I am worried about the exhibits is because I have seen the African tigerfish being released into the wild. Now, previously, what we had seen is exhibits can only, they had very little animations, and they could only change, positions and things like that. When you are looking away, say you jump to another exhibit and come back, and then you can see it. You never saw a snake or an iguana actually moving inside those small exhibit boxes. Very small animals like the beetles and all, they used to move. But I'm not talking about the walkthrough exhibits. They were way better. But these animals, if say this is an exhibit, then how is it moving in the wild inside a water body as a shoeling fish? So this is very interesting. The exhibits are going to be interesting, and I'm very curious. I think Frontier is holding back information on the exhibits deliberately, maybe because they might have something down their sleeves which can really surprise us. 2 more exhibits are coming next week, next Tuesday, that is. So next week we are getting a total of 8 new animals, 2 fish or aquatic, and 6 terrestrial, of which 2 will be exhibits. So let's see now. Let's jump onto the Shoebill trailer. Now here you can see the Shoebill trailer here. This is interesting. Just look at it. Oh boy, this bird looks awesome. You can just go to the Planet Zoo YouTube official channel and check the animal, the sounds they're making. This is good, man. Just look at the water here. And this is a beautiful mating animation and a sound that they're making with the beaks. This is a very interesting sound. This is a pot, tree pot, I think. It's an enrichment. This is a nest. This nest was previously shown last week in the trailer. In the menu, we had this nest, and this is some floating. Those things that we had in the for the dolphins and all on the seals, where they could come out of those floating square pieces. So this nest might be a floating nest or something like that. So yeah, this is a baby. I don't know if this is adorable or a little scary. I don't know actually, but all babies are adorable. Just like the owl last week, I think this one is sweet. This looks a bit like a dodo. I don't know. So yeah, this is I don't know what kind of relationships the parents are gonna have with the babies in Planet Zoo 2, because if it's gonna be the same old thing, like the parents come and do the same animation near the nest and do the same animation and then just go away, then it's gonna be a little boring. This is the shoebill flying in the wild, and here you can see the wild. There's waterfalls. Are these pre-built waterfalls, or one thing I'm very curious about? Say this is a wildlife reserve. Do we get to make these, or these comes pre-built, or like we have some pre-built and some we have to build on ourselves? What is How is it going to work exactly? So exhibits and wildlife reserves, these two things I we just need more clarity on, I think. And here you can see the waterfalls. They are massive. They are big actual waterfalls. And here you can see the shoebill. And look at it. Look at it. Oh, look at the way it changes its posture. And I think they had fishes. Yeah, see, these are low water bodies. I mean, very much like this area was flooded, and there's 2 feet deep water, and you can release shoeling fishes inside these shallow depth water bodies as well. I mean, this area just looks flooded, or you know, and the kind of animation the shoebill just did before this, what before here. So can it also eat, like hunt fishes and eat them? Should be, because how else we don't expect keepers to run after them in the wildlife reserves trying to feed them. That is not possible, right? That's a hippo. Just look at the animation the hippo is making. See, this was not there in Planet Zoo 1. See again that. So that is it for this week, guys. We have massive addition to the Zoopedia, the Shoebill, and I'm out of words for that, and I'm waiting eagerly for next weeks to come. I By this time I'm already over 90 animals, I think, are added to the Zoopedia, if I'm not wrong, over the weeks. So 90 or 80, I don't know, remember the figure, but I'm hoping at least 150 plus animals at release on 13th October when the game releases. So see, we are getting these unique animals in game, bundled, but I am scared that some of the animals, common animals that we had in the Planet Zoo 1 game that came as a DLC or was in the base game, do we have to buy them again as DLCs? That would be, I think, a little sad on our part, especially the ones like us who has every DLC from the past game. But let's see how Frontier handles the DLC thing in Planet Zoo 2, because it would be great. I mean, since they are already incorporating the older models for exhibits and all, they can just add every model that was there in the previous game and keep updating them at their leisure. Updating those models at their leisure. So that was because this is an animal, and birds and fishes. There's so many things now. They'll never have problems adding, making DLC packs. I mean, there are thousands of animals and birds and fishes. So that is it, guys, for this week. See you again next week with more Zoopedia releases, and if Frontier releases more information on exhibits or the wildlife reserves, I'll be there sharing them with you and analyzing them. Bye bye.